Good morning. It's our last day, our last full day here in Pico, and today we're making our way over to Faial. At least it's not raining, but it is still cloudy and the waters are rough, and the boat we're taking this time is a little bit smaller. Before the bigger boats, these are the boats that we used to use to cross the canal anyway. So. Why? Why? That was close. We're headed out into choppy waters.
Here comes the big one.
And here comes the bigger boat coming in. And just past those clouds is Faial. We're headed to the city of Horta. Oh, we're rocking now. This is one of the smaller boats, so you can understand why it's easy to get tossed around, especially in rough waters. Here comes another one. How much fun Mason and Eva are having.
He was on her phone.
We arrived in Horta, and one key point to make is Pico has what we would typically consider an urgent care, but if they need a hospital, they would have to come here to Horta, and here's some ambulances waiting for patients to arrive off the boat we just got off of.
Aquele edifício muito grande ali, cinzento,
Sim.
é o hospital. Fizeram aquela
Sim.
parte nova, por isso que está assim. Aquilo é a parte nova do hospital. E ali,
Qual é aquele ali, aquele banco?
a última vez que estive este cana tinha aquele tão lixo.
Não.
Aquilo é a escola nova.
Oh, escola nova. Sim,
Yeah,
no
a
school.
escola era lá.
Qual é? Aquela ali atrás? A branca?
Não,
Ok.
aqui à frente, esta é muito grande aqui à frente, branca ali,
Sim.
é a escola nova.
Ou essa.
Esta aqui era a antiga fábrica do peixe.
Ok.
Estão fazendo ali um centro
Oh.
de estudos, mas eu não sei explicar bem.
Ok.
nessa estágio foi tipo a torre aqui na tua frente.
So we made our way to Faial and we're traveling around and we've made it here to this point here. And this is called Caldera do Inferno, or translated to Hell's Caldera. Basically, what you're seeing here, this is the mouth of the volcano. And the government here has now made it prohibited anyone from coming in here, sailing in here, fishing in here, or doing anything. Basically, for the reason is because a lot of sea life generates here from inside this area, inside the Hell's Caldera, and then it spreads out to the rest of the island, and in those areas where fishermen and people can go diving to catch their food for the day, essentially. We've made it to the Volcão dos Capelinhos. It's basically the volcano that erupted here in the mid-1950s. And you can see behind me here, this is all this land. This is just ash from the volcano explosion. And this lighthouse here, we can see, at one point was covered almost completely to the top. And so now they've uncovered it and it's a museum, so we're gonna go inside and take a look. Let's go. This wall was originally part of the exterior of the lighthouse, and now it's being used as part of the museum. So we're about to actually enter the old part of the lighthouse.
This room is about each island, and we also have different rocks. They are all volcanic rocks except this one. This is limestone and it's from Santa Maria Island. That's because Santa Maria is the oldest island of the Azores. It's a volcanic island. It started around 8 million.
If you're coming to the museum here in Capelinhos, there are a lot of videos and presentations to watch. But one of the coolest parts is when you actually come into this room, there are actual volcano pieces that you can actually pick up and touch from different parts of the island. It's really cool. They'll actually take these out for you. You actually hold them in your hand.
The Republic of Tomasz. The Republic of Tomasz.
I'm going to war.
All right, we're about to enter the lighthouse, and before you go in, you walk past this little museum area telling the story of the lighthouse and the volcano. So we just got some bad news, is that, as you can tell, it's very windy here today, and they've gone ahead and shut down the walk to the top of the lighthouse, which is what I was really excited about, to bring Mason and the kids and Tom to the top of the lighthouse, but that's not going to happen today. However, we can walk around. The good news that we can't go up there, it just means we have to come back again. Another trip. Let's go walk around. Look at and the reason I had my coat up is because the sand is whipping around and it hurts. Look at the view here. This was the old lighthouse that was completely covered in sand. My goodness. We have to cover up again.
Is this from
The wind gust just blew sand, and it's not even sand, it's like heavy pebbles. Look, if you look at this, this is what's blowing at us right now. Here it comes. Oh my God. Wow. It's violent. All right, we're good. I think we're out of here. So you can imagine if you're standing up there lighthouse and the wind is blowing like this. That's why I say up there, you're at the doorstep of hell up there. All right, let's go. Andiamo going pizza. What a wild scene. You have to cover your face.
I should ride a camel.
Feel like you should ride a camel. I told you, did I tell you this is the doorstep of hell over here? I wasn't kidding. Wait till if we were to go up there with the wind whipping.
Yeah,
Woo!
I can see why they won't let us go up there.
Yep. Thomas, now you see why I said, imagine if you're standing up there. And I said, when you go up there and you come out and the wind is whipping like this and everything is dead and red around you, you're at the doorstep of hell up there. Now you capisce. I have sand in places I didn't know I had. Mason's making a run for it. All right, so that was part of the story they'll tell you during the tour. Over the last 70 years, much of the sand that collected during the volcano has already eroded, actually shrinking the size of the island. And if you look here straight ahead, where it's carved out here, this used to extend past the view of the lighthouse, and now it's all gone, all eroded. Look at the wind whipping. There, a little bit closer look as to what was carved out as it used to extend over. You can see just how windy it is. If you're brave enough, and some folks are, you can. There's a walking trail that goes up to the top of that peak.
One step forward.
Oh.
Okay, let's go.
No.
Yeah, if you're brave enough, you can make a walk up to the top of that peak there for a view. And if I'm calling the top of the lighthouse the doorstep to hell, that's not too far off. It is incredibly windy and sandy. A spectacular thing to witness. All right, we've escaped the windiest part of the Capelinhos back there. We're more now in the parking area here. And like I said, although we didn't have success in seeing or climbing to the top of the mountain, to the top of the lighthouse, we still got to experience the strong winds and the sand whipping. And it's unlike anything I've ever experienced. Definitely worth the visit here. The history here and what happened, how these people were rescued, and now the existing conditions here are so unique. It's an amazing experience. All right, so after that awesome experience at the lighthouse, we've made our way here for lunch, but I'd be remiss if I didn't show you the view out the window. How spectacular is this? It really is like out of a movie. This room reminds me of the shore dining hall at Rocky Point.
So this is wine, red wine, meat, yeah, bone/monta.
Torrada, just toast.
I decided on pork loin for lunch with some rice, fries, salad, and some local wine, of course.
Lá fora.
Sim, E aquilo é o maior museu do mundo de baleões. É o maior museu do mundo de baleões. Aquilo é muito bonito.
Estão gostando da comida. A mesa está calada.
We finished lunch and made our way just down the street to the Piscinas de Varador. Essentially, it's a swimming hole is what it is. And it's really amazing. They have several different areas where you can actually swim in the ocean water. And then they're filling this area. We can swim essentially in just regular water, not salt water. It's really pretty amazing. Throughout most of the islands, there are several areas where they've done just this, where they've poured cement over the lava rock by the shore so that you can actually make use of the swimming areas here. And this is just one of them here in Faial. There's another with a swimming hole that is probably 3 times the size of that one. But if you go to any island, most of them will have something similar to this, where you can see the concrete just poured to make walkways. And makes a great sunbathing and swimming area. It's fantastic.
We in line now. We're about line in line.
Luckily, Mommy needs evidence for
That's nice.
Pode ser que vocês tenham sorte, mas
Ah, there it is. This is Endor.
multi-dimensional portal.
Okay, we've made it to the top of the mountain, the caldera here. This is the opening of the volcano on the island here at Faial. And we're about to walk through the tunnel here so we can go and check out the caldera. And as expected, it's a foggy day and there's not much to see. Well, it's foggy here today, but as you can see, this is the Caldera do Faial, the Faial Caldera Natural Reserve, and this is typically what it looks like inside. If it was a clear day, we could see everything here. And I think this lake is now dried up, if I'm not mistaken. But this is the mouth of the volcano. When the volcano erupted, this is the main part it came out of here, and you can see here in this diagram here of where this is where we are here. And there's also walking trails. They actually made a walking trail which goes all the way around and down here. Azores, by the way, is a terrific place for going for walks. If you're a hiker or just like going for long walks, it's a terrific place to do it. And here's another one. We're walking right around the mouth of the volcano here in Faial. Even through the fog here, you can kind of make out some of the walking trails here. And it'll continue all the way through. There's a cell towers up there and everything up there, but that's not part of the trail. But the walking trail goes around the caldera. It's beautiful. And I just stand corrected, there actually is still a lake down inside the caldera. So the caldera here in Faial, actually down at the bottom, used to be just covered in complete water. It was essentially just a giant lake here in the caldera. And when they had the volcano and the Capelinhos that we saw earlier, they opened up a fissure in the bottom of this caldera, and most of the water from the lake has since gone down the fissure and is now gone. There are still some small bodies of water there, but certainly not like it used to be. Another fun fact here at Faial. We got lucky that's now clearing up, and you can actually see the small area there where the lake still remains. We've made our way here to the marina in Horta, and we're gonna go to one of the most well-known cafes in the world, really. It's Cafe Peter Sport here in Horta.
Want a drink or a cafe? That flag above me is older than me.
Cafe Peter Sport was established in 1918, and for many years it was a central point in the middle of the Atlantic where sailors would stop here and drop off their mail or packages and send all over the world, and became incredibly famous. So people leave their markings here and their flags from their ships or their country of origin, or even notes from their currency from wherever they were from. An incredibly historic place. It's the third most recognized cafe in the world, right here in Horta, Faial, in the Azores.
Fim das férias.
All right, that's it for Faial for today. We're going back to Pico. Let's see what Pico holds for us.
Last one time, Jay.